Hello.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
John, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
Ọ̀gá, báwo ni iṣẹ́?
Ẹ wo lágbára díẹ̀ sá o.
Ṣé ibi iṣẹ́ lẹ wà báyìí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sá.
Wow. Ṣé freshen up náà lẹ ń ṣe?
Kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdìmọ́ wọ́n ní kó máa close lọ́la. Léèdì sá.
Wow. Kí ló dé?
Gbogbo discotheca all over Spain.
Again?
Oof.
The situation is getting more terrible.
Wọ́n worse to me already.
That's the problem. Wow. That's so serious. That's so serious. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́.
Ẹ kú ètò sá.
Ọ̀gá, ṣé ẹ gbúròó lé?
Mo gbúròó.
Mi tí ìrọ̀wọ́ yín, ẹ ti ń slack.
Tí n bá ti dé, màá padà wá sílé sí aláyè.
Okay. Okay. Because àwọn èèyàn ti ń make owó. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I would share with us about a lady today. I mean, I know she's also going to join us. I'm so even me personally, I'm so surprised the way she's really moving. I'm telling you. And she just started a few days ago, She just started a few days ago. And she's doing good.
Most of them will fair, but I want to fall.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's the truth. I mean, the truth is, yeah, people fall into different hands. I understand that, but that doesn't stop the fact that there are still truthful people.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I used to say to people. Like, okay, if you don't try a lie, you won't know the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, so you try it as a lie, and then let's see if the truth will come forth for you or not. So that's.
If I didn't get more people, maybe I will just try on my own another Kenisha. Generally go and
yeah. Well, it's the concept is all about. It's not really about you investing a lot of money, because the concept came about because of this COVID-19 and the situation of things, not just in Nigeria, but around the globe. Okay. We started thinking about it. Okay, now we don't have a lot of capital to invest as individuals. I have different investments too, but I mean, you know me, by now I should have been doing like 3-4 jobs, like, but that's not coming forth. So what do we do? Then we should begin to think about the future. Honestly, the future, I don't think it's going to be like it used to be, like before, any sooner. Okay, it's not going to be like that any sooner. I mean, if they're going to lock down Spain again, then possibly they will lock down so many other countries. I heard that New Zealand right now is being locked down. New Zealand is being locked down. Cases started increasing again in Canada. So Canada possibly might experience another lockdown. So the truth is, even Germany. Okay, so the truth is, we need to begin to think about other ways around, life. Life has never been the same again. I mean, I've been saying these since the lockdown, since the first lockdown. Like, we need to begin to think outside the box. Okay, so that's what brought these about. No much money to invest or throw around. Then why don't we leverage on the little that we have? And that's what brought SideCash. SideCash, just like the name is, it's just some little cash that comes by the side. But the truth is, if you have lots of sources where these little cash come from, or little cashes, if I may use that word, come from, you'll find out that at the end of the day, it's actually not little cash anymore. It becomes huge, big cash. I have different accounts that I've opened, registered, and I'm inviting people to join. Of course, as the owner of the business, I'm not really too much into bringing people under me. All I just do is I train people, I encourage people, and I help people to strategize. Okay. But even with the accounts that I have, I've not invested a dime of my money apart from my registration fees. And I'll show you one of them tonight. Even today, just about an hour or so ago, the account got increased to about 24,000 naira. I mean, I started with zero, nothing was in the account. And just because I invited, I think only 2 or 3 people so far that have actually registered directly under me, I have about 20 something thousand. So you can now imagine by the time those people become active also, which I'm trying to encourage them to be. I mean, you just see what I'm doing. And once you become active, you'll be shocked how so quickly your investments can multiply. So the truth is, I know that a lot of people, they have these get rich quick scheme mentality. Everybody wants to make 1 million in a day. But well, if that was going to happen, it should have happened like some years back, but it's still not happening. All right. So the truth is, in the next 5 years, I used to ask people, are you sure that's going to happen? So if that's not going to happen in the next 5 years, you're not going to win a lottery, some money is not going to rain down from heaven on you, then what is your plan for the next 5 years? So that's what SideCash is all about. SideCash is possibly nothing like maybe that will start bringing you money to survive now, but it's a way to secure your future. Honestly, to secure your future. I'll show you something right now. Okay. Well, I believe that others that are joining, please, tonight is just about questions and answers. Okay. I did a whole lot of talking the last time. So tonight, I just want to answer questions. I believe that someone somewhere must have told you about SideCash. I'll do a quick recap, okay, of what SideCash is all about. But most of the people here, I think you have joined, okay? You must have joined, or you must have heard about it. If you have not joined, then I will lead you through. But definitely anyone that has invited you, you can contact them. They would take you step by step through on how to join. It's nothing difficult, even though I'll still show us. I just want more people to come in first before I show us that. But I'm talking to Mr. John here, and we're sharing ideas about what really brought about SideCash. For those that don't know me, my name is Akinsola, and well, by the grace of God, I'm the executive director for M Portal. Okay, so we are privileged, okay, of having me with us. So why do I say that? Not because I'm a big boy, no, I'm a normal person like you, but because any question you have, if I'm unable to answer it, then no one else will be able to answer it. Okay, so if you have any question at all, any doubt, anything at all about SideCash, about M Portal, about TopSol, I'm the person that will answer you. Okay. So, and I do this every Sunday. So, why do I choose to do this? I'm still going back to SideCash and what I wanted to show Mr. John. But why am I doing this every Sunday night? We want to make SideCash to be very unique. Okay. I've been involved in a lot of multi-level marketing programs in the past since my youth. Well, I'm still a youth. I'm still just 40, about 40 now. So I'm still a youth. I'm still young. But I mean, I started early in business. So I've been involved in a whole lot of multi-level marketing. Even back in Nigeria, when I was in Nigeria, all these Tianchi, GNLD, lots of them. So with my mom, we really invested a lot in all those stuff. So I've learned so much when it comes to multi-level marketing. And if we came up with SideCash, then the first thing we said to ourselves is that we want something that will be unique, something that will actually be different from what people have known in the past. Okay, and so that's what actually we did. And so I can tell you categorically that SideCash is extremely unique, different from everything or anything you have ever seen before. Okay, so and by the time we go into that, you will see what I'm talking about. All right, so what I want to say is in the next 5 years, because we started thinking about the pandemic and then we came up with SideCash. We found out that a lot of people, well, in Spain, have not been able to work this year. Some of us that are working, we've not been able to work fully as we used to. Some of us used to have 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Some of us are barely holding on to one. Okay, and so cash has not been flowing like it used to flow. And then we decided at SideCash, I mean, at Portal, and said, what can we do to help people? Because the future might continue like this for a while. Okay, they're planning another lockdown in Spain, another one in Germany, another lockdown. I mean, New Zealand just got locked down. Canada is experiencing another increase in the COVID problem. So even if it's not about COVID-19, we've seen a new world. Okay, we've been open to a new world. We've been open to a new system, and I think that many of us have learned our lessons. So I asked myself this question. I said, if I had had something 5 years ago where I had saved some money aside, what would I have had right now? And that's what I want to show us first. Okay, let's all look at this together. Okay, because SideCash allows you to have what we call compounding interest. And for those of us that know a little bit about accounting, you will know that when you have a system that gives you compound interest, it's a sure way to wealth. Okay, it's a sure way to becoming wealthy. All right, so let me show you that. Okay, let me just say, for example, Mr. John, you are the one I'm talking to right now, or David.
Yes,
David, my good friend, is here tonight. David,
yes,
thank you for joining. Okay, let's say David, for example. Since I'm talking to Mr. John, I'll take Mr. David
okay,
as my case study. If David had put away, okay, if he had invested in SideCash, well, SideCash is a Nigerian company, so he would have invested in Naira, all right? I think 500 Naira now is like €1. So when you register with 5,000 Naira, in euros is just about 11, 12 euros. Okay, so that's all it costs you to join SideCash. And then let's say that David invests just 100,000 Naira 5 years ago. 100,000 Naira 5 years ago. Let's look at what would have happened to him uh, in 5 years. Okay, so that's what I want to do in 5 years, right? Um, let me share that and let's see what would have happened, because it's compounding interest. Okay, and that's what SideCash is all about. All right, so don't mind the dollar sign. Okay, we're not dealing in dollars, we deal in Naira. But let's say he invested 100,000 Naira. 100,000 Naira is about 200 euros. Okay, let's say 5 years ago he invested 100,000 Naira, and every year he's not adding anything to it. He just put 100,000, like 200 euros into SideCash, and he forgot it for 5 years. Listen, 5 years, because SideCash calculates its ROI, that's return on investment, every month. I did an investment last week in real estate. I have a website where I do real estate investment. I mean, little investment. So I did one last week. The project, the loan investment is for 12 months. So which means that they will calculate my ROI after 12 months. But in SideCash, we calculate the ROI every month, and it's 5%. Unbelievable. The investment I'm talking about, I think they give me just 11% in 1 year. But SideCash is giving you 5%. That's huge. 5% every month. So instead of these years to grow, we use months, right? So every month represents like a year for you. So if you had invested 5 years ago, 5 times 12, that's 60. So it means that you actually invested for 60 months, right? And then you get ROI of 5%. Now, if you calculate that, listen to me, if you are in Nigeria, you understand this better. If you put away 100,000 Naira 5 years ago, and this year there is pandemic, you couldn't work, and then somebody tells you, but do you know you have a SideCash account? Just go and check it. Do you know how much you find in there? 1.8 million naira. Now, what have you been doing to earn that? Absolutely nothing. Okay, you've not been investing any money, you've not been selling any product, you've not been inviting anybody, you've not been doing anything. I mean, absolutely, that is what everybody needs. That's what everybody is looking for. So that's the power of compounding interest, and that is what SideCash is bringing to you. So when people tell me, oh, I can't actually bring people, I don't know how to talk to people, I mean, no one has ever told me I don't have the money, because it's impossible for you to tell me you don't have 5,000 naira or 12 euros in euros or 5,000 naira in Nigeria to invest into your future. Okay, so it's impossible for you to tell me that. So, Mr. John, this is what I'm saying to you. Now, but do you know the problem? The problem I have with people is every time you procrastinate, that's what you did 5 years ago. Possibly you didn't have an opportunity of SideCash 5 years ago, but now that you have it, let me share a very practical example. I'm a practical man. Last week I did this same chat, okay, on Zoom, and my account, all that I had in my account last week was 13,000 naira. Okay, 13,000 naira. Now I'll show you my account right now, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. Okay, I'll show you my account right now, and I will show you exactly what happened. Okay, now, yeah, no, listen, let me see. See if I can log in here. Okay, so from last week till now, I didn't invite anybody. Okay, God is my witness. I didn't invite anybody. I didn't do anything. I just left it there. Now, from 13,000 naira, it has turned up to become 24,000 naira. Okay, so what happened? What has happened between last week is this. The ROI, that's the return on investment, is calculated every 7th of the month. So on the 7th, which was last week, Friday, the ROI was calculated, and I had that balance. Let me show you the ROI. Okay. Oh, I thought you were seeing my account. Okay, now you'll see. All right. Now this is my account. All right. So you can see that I have 24,000 naira there, 24,230 naira. Now let me show you the statement so that you will see how that money came to be. Okay. Yeah. Now all these commission, they are people that registered either under me or under someone that is under me in my genealogy tree. Okay, so I can show you the genealogy tree. So these are people that registered. That's how I got the 1,000 naira from every one of them. Now you know that SideCash gives you the opportunity to get that commission of 1,000 naira from everybody that registers under you. You can have only 4 direct referrals under you. After that 4, they will keep inviting their own 4 people too. Now you will get 1,000 from each of those 4, okay, to make 4,000 naira. And then you start getting 1,000 from everyone they also invite. So they will invite 16 if they also invite 4. So from that 16, you also get 1,000 naira, which is 16,000 naira for you. Added to the 4,000, you already have 20,000 up, just if those people invite. Now, if those ones also continue, that's 16 people, they will also invite 4, right? Then at the end of the day, if they also do that, all of them, not everybody does that, but let's assume all of them do that, then you're going to have 64 people under them. You will still get 1,000 naira from each of those 64 to get 64,000. Now, if those 64 people also go on, with the invitation, they keep inviting their own people, building their own tree, and they will fill up 256 people, right? That will be level 4 for you. Listen to me, you will still get 1,000 naira from all those 256 people. That's how you make 256,000. So if you calculate everything you can get just only on commissions, you will be getting 340,000 naira. Now, that's an investment that you can leave. Like I said to you, this thing is just a one-time thing, all right, that you will reap for the rest of your life. So if you can, for example, let me put it back in that calculator. Let's assume that somehow I got that 340,000. I mean, I'm not in a rush, okay? Now I have 24,000 in my account. I'm not in a rush. It can take me 6 months. It can take me 8 months. They don't need my money. M-Portal doesn't need my money to, to pay people or do anything. No, I'm going to explain that. They don't need my money, so they don't even push me. They don't rush me. It's my own investment for the future. It can take me 6 months. It can take me 1 year to build it. Now, if I build this 340,000, and remember, I'm not putting in a dime, just inviting people and encouraging them to do the same. If I put that 340,000 away for 5 years, same 5 years, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to be talking about 6.3 million in 5 years. Listen to me, if I had done this 5 years ago, I won't complain about COVID-19 right now. I won't. Okay? And that's the minimum that you can actually get. That's the minimum you can actually get. What do I mean by that? Look at my account again. Now, after that 1,000 that you see all here, okay, now look at this. Number 15 here, it says ROI personal. So this was the return on investment on the amount I had before. Okay, you see, I told you I had 13,000. Okay, someone just joined again, and then 14,000. But 14,000, they calculated my return on investment for the month of August, and that was 5%. And that was how I got 700 naira. Now, my money became 14,700. Now, this is where the beauty is. Then they now calculated the ROI from everybody under me. Hello, that's where my money came in. Now, ROI from Temitokpe 40 naira. It means that this person actually had 4,000 naira in her account, because the ROI they calculate for every downline is 1%. It doesn't matter how much they have in their account. If they have invested 1 million naira and they are not inviting people, if they have 1 million naira in their account, you will get 1% of that every month for the rest of your life. Every month. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to sell anything. You don't need to know about it. The system, well, the program we've written, the script, calculates 1% of the e-wallet amount of all your downlines. Listen to me, to the 4th generation. So I got 40 naira from this person, 20 from this, 40 from this, 530 from this, 500 from this, and more on page 2. There, you can see all that. 200 from this, 200 from this. And then you see more people joining under people under me. I don't know where they come from. And as I'm speaking to you, this is 24,000 naira. Now, this is what I'm talking about. So now, let me go back to that compound interest calculator, then I'll take a few questions. Now, it means that every month, whether I work or I don't work, whether I bring in people or I don't, you see that 1% ROI from my downlines will also be coming every month. And it will be compounding also with 5% for me from, every other month. So let's assume that from all the calculations there, after I have my 340,000, every month I'm getting an extra, let's say 25,000 naira from all my downlines. Now, look at the magic it will do. Now, if you calculate that, compounding that every month, instead of 6 million, it becomes 15.6 million naira. 15.6 million naira. If somebody is dashing me that right now, I'll be grateful. I'm talking about 30,000 euros. Hello? That's much more than what I earn in a year doing 2 jobs. That's the truth. I don't lie. It's more than what I earn in a year. And what am I supposed to be doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So the last thing I want to talk about, which maybe a couple of people have asked questions about, is what do we do at M-Portal? We don't hide it. We are Forex traders. Okay. We are professional Forex traders. We've been doing this for many years. I personally, as a person, I have about 13 years experience trading Forex, or more than 13 years. What am I saying? About 15 years now trading Forex. And what is the possibility, okay, of making the target? And this is what I was talking about. Like, I've done different multi-level marketing. Why is it that we don't push people at M-Portal? I've not even told 1/100 of my friends about SideCash. I'm not in a hurry. Now, why are we not pushing people? Because a lot of people believe that, no, they're using my money to pay other people. No, we're not using your money to pay anybody. Or maybe, it's my investment that they use to pay people. No. everything we do, okay, we do in M Portal or on SideCash is according to percentage. So it's a ratio. So if we have only 100 members that invested 10,000, if all the money we have in SideCash is 500,000 naira, that is all that we will invest, and we meet our target. Our target is 9%. If we meet 9% every month, in a month, not in a day, not if we meet our 9% every month, then the program will run. That is what makes this particular project unique and different. Now, for example, if you join GNLD or which are all these ones we have today, they are good. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm not against multi-level marketing business. Okay, they are businesses. You have to sell something, okay, to make money for the company. Now, if you do all those ones, why do they push people? Why do they put pressure on people? Because it is the sales you make that runs the business. It's that simple. The more sales you make, the more profit the company makes, and the more money they can share to the uplines and downlines and everybody in the company. So it is you working for the money that is running the company by the products that they are selling. That's the difference. So what runs SideCash? It is the investment we make. So we make every investment on your behalf. You will not trade Forex. So because a lot of people are scared of Forex, you don't have to be scared of Forex because you are not the one trading. We don't even want you to know about it. Possibly the only thing you might know through your account, if you have registered, you have your own account, okay, where you can check your balance and all that. There we have news. So every month when we meet our target, we put the news there. Okay, so you know that we've met the target for the month. Last week we started with one account, and in 2 days we already met our 12% target, not even 9% in 2 days. I did one trading last Thursday on one of our accounts. I made 3%. I mean, so if you ask me, is it possible to make 10% in Forex every month? It is extremely possible. So you don't need to bother yourself about that. All you need to bother yourself about is my account increasing. Now, when you want to make your withdrawals, like there are dates you make your withdrawals. You can make withdrawals between the 1st and the 6th of the month, okay? And you can make your investments also anytime. Of course, you can make investment anytime, but the ROI is calculated once in a month, which is on the 7th. All right. So, but once the ROI is calculated, you can't make withdrawals, or your withdrawals cannot be approved until the 1st of the next month. And that's very simple. You should know the logic by now. Why is that so? Because that money needs to be traded for the month. It's simple. There is no hiding around it. So, because if you invest on the 6th and we calculate the ROI on the 7th, and you are withdrawing the money on the 8th, then how do we get the ROI? So it's impossible. So it's very logical. So you must make your investments anytime. You can make your investments anytime. That goes into your wallet. Your wallet keeps increasing. Like what I intend to do, I have accounts for my kids, is to invest into their accounts every month, 10,000 naira every month. Just put it there. 10,000 naira is about, how much? Is it 20 euros? No. How much is 10,000 now? Like 20 euros, yeah? So just put 20 euros for my kids every month for the rest of maybe the next 2-3 years. All right. I can do that investment anytime of the month. But I know that on the 7th of the month, the ROI will be calculated. And I cannot make withdrawals until the 1st of the month, the 1st to 6th of every month. That's when your withdrawals, are approved. So that's very simple. So because a lot of people have been asking questions about that, I think you understand that now. And you can tell that to the people that you are inviting. So like I said, you just keep putting that money there. All you need to do is just keep checking your account. When you need to make your withdrawals, you need some money. Oh, I need 100,000. I need 200,000. Okay, how much do I have in my account? Okay, I have about 400,000. Okay, let me just take 200,000. The moment, if you do that between the 1st and the 6th, it doesn't take us within 24 hours minimum, maximum 24 to 36 hours, your money is in your bank. Okay, so there is no scheming about it. I used to say to people, if there is any simplest investment in the world you can find, is about SideCash. There is no logic about it. There is no sweet talking you about it. Oh, we put your money in oil and gas. No, it's a lie. That's a blatant lie. We trade with your money every month. We have our targets. We meet the targets. We pay your ROI, and that's settled. Okay, so there is no big deal about it. All right. So I've told us what it costs to start. It's 5,000 naira for registration. And please let me explain this for the last time. It's not compulsory you invest money into this. If you don't trust the program yet, you just want to try it out, then why don't you just leverage on inviting people? That's easier. I said to them, listen, I will invite you. You pay your 5,000, join. If you have some money to invest, invest. If you don't, invite all people also. If the program fails you, I will pay back your 5,000 naira. All right, my integrity at least worth 5,000 naira. Okay, if I'm such a very bad person, I think you should be able to trust me with 5,000 naira. That's like 10 euros. Okay, I'll pay you back cash if the program fails. That's what I do to people. That's what I tell people. Okay, because a lot of people think, oh, once I join, I'll just put 100,000, 200,000. It's all right, but why should I put 200,000 naira if by just inviting 4 people, I can make exactly the same amount? It might not be in a week, it might not be in a day. It might be quick for some of us, maybe because we have a lot of friends, we are very popular on social media. But if it's not like that for you, you take your time. Nobody's pushing you. The money is not going anywhere. It's not like normal multi-level marketing where you had PVs, and at the end of the month, if you don't meet up a particular PV, you lose your money. This is not gimmick. This is investment. This is not business. It's an investment. And honestly, like I keep saying, and I always say, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. But like I've showed you, give yourself 2 years, give yourself 3 years, be consistent in the investment, or just invest a particular amount, or invite people enough to build your wallet. What I'm concerned about is you build your wallet, okay? If you build your wallet very well, then you leave it there and let your investment grow, because it's growing in compounding interest rate. And that's huge for you. For us, we don't see it as compounding interest. For us, all we see every month is 9%. We start 1st of September now with whatever capital we have. We make the 9%, that month is done. We start 1st of October, we see how much we have to trade with. We make the 9%, the month is done. We start in November, 1st of November, how much do we have on ground? We make 9%, the month is done. So for us, that is how we see it. For you, your account is going fatter and fatter. Wow, it's multiplying. Well, good for you. But we don't have that stress because we work with percentage. Okay, so that makes it easy and very possible for us. All right, so the website is sidecash.mportal.biz. So like I said, SideCash is, for us, it's just a product. We have so many products and so many other ideas that we are coming up with at mPortal. We are very dynamic. Okay, we are very young people. All the directors are young people, and we are very dynamic. We are very truthful with people, straight up with our clients. And honestly, we have so many products coming up that will storm Nigeria and the world as a whole in the nearest future. So you have nothing to fear, okay? But if you have questions, now I want to take a few questions. So the website I've showed us, let me share that again. It's www.sidecash.mportal.biz. So it's actually a product of mPortal. So the script is written on, the script is written on mPortal website. Okay, so if you want to log in, you just type sidecash.mportal.biz. You see, that's it there. Sidecash.mportal.biz. So if you have not registered before, if somebody invited you to this meeting, contact that person. That person will give you the username, because to sign up, you just come to sign up now. Okay, you don't have an account, you come out to sign up. Now, technically, the sponsor username will be mPortal. Okay, that's the company inviting you herself. But if you know the name of the person that invited you, for example, if you have joined through my Forex trading group, you can just put Shodia. I'm the one inviting you. Once you click, you type Shodia and you click out, my name should appear, you see. So my sponsor full name, your sponsor full name will appear to be sure that it's me. So that's Akinsola. You click next, you fill in your name, okay? well, I have my friend's name here, so I'll just for a test, you fill in your name, your date of birth, your address and everything. Once you fill all that, you click next, and then, well, there are a couple of questions here. You put your own username. You put your own username, then you create your password, well, which you have to confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You confirm that. Okay, and then you have some security questions. What is your favorite pet name? Rabbit or bingo. What is your mother's maiden name? You add it. Your grandfather's first name, well, whatever. Your favorite place. You accept the terms and conditions. Please read the terms and conditions. I know a lot of people don't read it. Then you click on next. And now this is what I want to talk about. You see, the payment is already there. It's 5,000 naira, which is nothing, absolutely nothing. If you cannot actually risk 5,000 naira for your future, then I don't know what you want to risk. I don't know what you want to do. Maybe you play a lot of pool and lottery. I pray you win. But if not, risk this. It's not even a risk. I'm the one talking to you. It's a guaranteed investment for your future. All right, so you can do bank transfer. Okay, if you want to do bank transfer, you contact me. I can give you the bank details. Okay, I can give you the bank details. You transfer straight to our Nigerian account. We use First Bank in Nigeria. So mPortal is a registered company under TopSol Business Network Limited. So we are registered with Corporate Affairs Commission. We pay our taxes. We have our bank and everything, BV and everything. So it's a legit business. We actually have a manager in Nigeria. Okay, even though the company is run from Spain and Canada, but we have a manager in Nigeria who takes care of business. So everything is well controlled. Okay. Now, once you have made your payment, you've made the bank transfer, then you upload the screenshot, okay, of that receipt. You select it here, you upload it, and then you click on finish. Now, the other one that is for those that are already members is the e-wallet. So you can actually pay for your friends. Like I showed you earlier on, I have about 24,000 naira in my account. If I want to pay for anyone now, I can collect the cash. Okay, you give me in euros, and then I'll create the account for you. I'll put my username there. Okay, I'll put my username there, and then I'll put my transaction password. Okay. Now, if I put my transaction password, it will tell me to check the availability. Well, it will give me the availability. I'm not really putting my real password, so just leave that. So once it's available, okay, it will tell me how much I have, and I can pay for a friend. Okay, so that's another way to pay. If not, just pay directly through a bank transfer. But what about people that don't have bank accounts in Nigeria, or they don't want to transfer money to Nigerian account? You can use our website, okay, mportal.biz. Our online store is called mportal.biz. If you go to mportal.biz under investments, you can actually buy SideCash as a product. Okay, we have different investments offers there. Then we have SideCash. So 5,000 naira, you can actually buy SideCash as a product. You add it to your cart, you check out, and there, if you, for example, live in Europe, you can actually pay with your credit card, because we have PayPal option. All right, so you can actually pay with your credit card. Now, the only difference with using this is because mPortal website is a company on its own. Okay, it's a separate entity from SideCash. They will charge you some VAT or IVA in Spain, as we call it, depending on your country. So if I choose Nigeria, you can see that I have to pay a 3%. So instead of 5,000, I'll be charged 5,150 naira. Okay, if I choose Spain as my country, I'll pay the VAT, or the Spanish VAT, which is 21%. So that comes up to 6,000, because PayPal will definitely charge us the IVA. Okay, so that will come up to 6,900. I mean 6,000 naira. So that's why it's actually about 12 euros if you pay with euros, because you can change that to euros. You come here, change the currency. You can change it to euros. So you see, it comes down to 12 euro 57 cents. Okay, so you change your country, then you get the corresponding tax for that country. If you choose Canada, for example, the tax there is 15%. If you choose the United Kingdom, the tax there is different. Let me see, do I have it? Yeah. United Kingdom, you see the tax there is 20%. So for different countries, okay? Well, that's if you are using the website, mportal.biz. But if not, you can just get the First Bank account, use any transfer method. We have a lot of them these days, RIA, TransferWise, Remit, all those. They have lots of apps that you can use, paying with your credit card and paying directly into the Nigerian account. So that's how you make the payment. And once you make the payment, you'll be approved, and that's all. You already have your account. You can start inviting your friends to do the same. And as you do that, you start building up your e-wallet, or you can decide and invest by yourself, 10,000, 20,000. The minimum investment is 10,000 naira. So you can invest 20,000. You can keep investing every month if you want. You can invest one time. It's all your money, okay? When you are tired, you will withdraw it. When you need money, you can withdraw from it. That's what we just came up with, okay? It's a side cash, money that comes in just by the side, okay? Because we really don't know what's going to happen in the nearest future. But I think that some of us already, we've been able to see that the future is going to take a different format, okay? And we need to prepare for that. And we need to begin to move in that direction. Your everyday normal job might not be it anymore in the next few years. You might need some side cash. So that's why this is coming up. So I think I've done a lot of talking. I want to take a few questions if there are some. If you have a question, you can just switch on your mic and ask. Or you can send it as a text, a message, and yeah, let's do it. So I want to take one or two questions. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes,
can one be able to transfer from one SideCash account to another? Is it possible?
Yes, it's very possible. And that's, I said to my team, it's also one of the advantages we have, because in the nearest future, I believe SideCash is still going to be very popular. I know that it's a bit slow right now because a lot of people have been scammed. A lot of people, they've entered into all kinds of games in the past. I'll call them games. So a lot of people are being skeptical, but we're not going anywhere. We're not running anywhere. So once people see that this is true and they begin to join, it's something for the future. We are not in a hurry. Okay, so it's something for the future. Once they join, it will actually eventually become also a means of exchange of value. So what I mean is, like Mrs. Ify now, you are on SideCash, right? I can actually transfer money from my own SideCash account to your SideCash account. For now, it's free. So it's like PayPal. You have a PayPal account, I have a PayPal account. I can transfer money from my PayPal to your PayPal. So yes, SideCash is actually like that. So if you, for example, you sell something. I was speaking to my my sister-in-law this evening. She sells some, clothing materials, and I said, well, I would love to buy some things. If she's on SideCash right now, so all I need to do is whatever amount she calls it, I'll just transfer it to her account. So I don't need to do bank transfer. No. I just transfer from my SideCash account to a SideCash account. So yes, it's possible to transfer money from one SideCash account to another. So very, very soon, honestly, we'll be having it like, PayPal or whatever. Like everybody would be able to use that as a means of fund transfer. Okay. So I want to try and see if I can show you how to do that in case you don't know. And if you have an account already, I would advise you to change your transaction password, because you will need the transaction password for a lot of these things, okay? You need your transaction password. All right, so this is it. Payout. No, not payout. Payout is when you want to withdraw money, okay? Yeah, from your e-wallet, you can do that. So you can do fund transfer. So when you click on this fund transfer means you want to send money from your account to someone. So transfer to username. What's your username, Mrs. Ify?
The favor.
Huh?
The favor. DE favor.
Okay. Something like this.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Or deal with a capital letter anyway. Or the same.
Well, the capital letter doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's there because it did not say, if it's not correct, it will tell me invalid username. All right, so available amount, you see, so it's already showed me how much I have in my e-wallet, and then I can decide to transfer some amount. I'll put some notes, payment for the clothing, payment for the nose mask. Okay, transaction fee, nothing, it's free for now. Okay, so once I do that, I just click submit, and then the person will be able to receive that. Okay, so that's how you do that. That's how you do
Yeah,
that.
because my question, why the question comes up, because I
Yeah,
have a friend that
yeah,
doesn't have account in Nigeria,
yeah.
and he wants to use euro to
Hmm.
open, and
Yeah,
maybe I'll pay for her for
yeah,
opening. So he want to, if she want to invest,
yeah,
so maybe I can transfer from my money, from my, I don't know, from my e-wallet to her own account, right?
yeah. It's possible. She can give you in euros. I mean, but she can also do the transfer directly if she wants. You know, you can transfer with TransferWise or RIA into Nigerian account. You understand? You can
Oh,
do that directly into Nigerian account, or if she wants, she can give you the equivalent in euros, and then from your own wallet, yes, you transfer to our wallet, and that's it.
okay,
So
but if she sent from RIA,
yeah,
she would just screenshot the RIA stuff, the RIA paper.
exactly.
Okay,
You should
okay.
just screenshot that and upload it as the receipt.
Aha, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
possible.
All right. And it
So
too,
it's
maybe,
possible.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've already
Yeah.
answered. I have two
Okay.
accounts. I move one some cash to this account. I can
Yeah.
do that. You
Yes.
answered me. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank.
Thank you. Is there any other person that has a question? I just want to take questions. That's why this talk, that's what this talk is about. It's about answering questions. All right.
I have question.
Yes, please.
Sir, if this coronavirus
Yes.
happened again
Yes.
in America, all over the world, is
Yes.
it going to affect this side cash
No.
or
SideCash, I've told you, SideCash invests in Forex and stocks. And there is nothing, well, of course, it affects stocks, it affects Forex because it makes it go up or it makes it go down. But that's what Forex is all about. When it goes up, you can make money. When it's coming down, you can make money. So there is nothing that affects SideCash because SideCash actually thrives on investments in the forex market. So the only time side cash will stop is if there is no more trading in the world. If there is no more stock trading or forex trading in the world, and that will never happen. That will only happen when the world stops to exist. But as long as the world is still in existence, people will still keep making money and trading in the forex market. Okay, so it has nothing to do with what is happening around the world. Of course, the forex traders, yes, they are concerned about what is happening because they must know where the trade is going. Let me give you a practical example. In the last 3 weeks, gold, for those of us that have been on the news or maybe you trade a little bit of forex, you've seen that gold went to the highest high that it has ever gone before. Now, I did not trade gold, okay, all that time because nobody knew where it was going to peak, but it peaked last week. Now it started retracing itself last week. So that's one thing we know about forex trading. Everything that goes up must come down, and everything that has gone down must come up. All right. So it doesn't matter whether there is crisis or there is no crisis. It only matters if you have professionals that can trade, and as long as we have that and we are training more anyway, that's the future because it will come to a point that sidecar should be so big, we're actually going to have like our own office of traders where we supervise and make sure. But we must make sure that the trading continues. That's just the only headache we have at Temportal, which we've been coping with in the last 3 years. So for your question, whatever crisis comes up, another world war, whatever crisis comes up, it's not going to stop SideCash. It should never stop SideCash. Okay. So that's the guarantee.
I think I have a question.
I have a question also.
I have a
Okay, Mr.
question.
Samuel first. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I wanted to ask that is there secure, because you said every money invested
Yeah.
that is going to be used for trading like
Yes.
every month. And I think
Yes.
from the little knowledge I know about forex trading, although I
Yeah.
don't really know much about it, I know for every trading you are doing, there are tendencies that you may end up losing big or winning big. So what I want to ask is this: maybe like if I invested and
Yeah.
I think I invested like, and maybe at the ending of the month, and maybe you guys traded, because you said guys are professionals, and you end up trading, and maybe you end up maybe losing. Is it going to affect what's it called? I think you
Your
said something like,
investment
yes, my investment. Is it
or
going to
your
affect
account.
it? Like,
Okay.
will the stake go up, or will it affect my investments? Yes.
Okay,
That's my
let me
question.
be sincere with you. Okay, I'm going to answer you this question first as the director of the company and also as a forex trader. Okay, first of all, I will be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. For every member, we don't invest like 100% of all the money. It's impossible because people join. As I'm speaking to you today, today's being Sunday, we've had new members that joined. We've had people that have invested. All that money has not even been touched. Okay, so that we are trading every money, no. The only thing we do is we have amounts that we trade with every month, and we have different accounts. Okay, now presently we have about 4 accounts. So we have active accounts and we have different targets on all those accounts. Now, apart from that, we have some, of course, security cash left in the account. Now, what makes this SideCash a bit unique is that it's not everybody that invests on the same day, and it's not everybody that invests to withdraw. So it's more or less like a bank. Now, you don't know when banks lose, you don't know when they gain, but your money is never touched. That's exactly how it is. Now, you might be thinking, oh, what if they lose in Forex? Yes, it's true. We lose sometimes in Forex. But I'm sorry to say, our own trading methods are quite different from what you know, possibly. Because I can understand your perspective. I know people that trade like that. They go all in, taking high risk. We don't do that. We don't do that. Every trade we make is secured. What do I mean by secured? We have our stop loss and we have our take profit. So it will never happen that we will lose, like they used to say, you can lose everything in Forex. It will never happen because we will never do such a trade. Never, ever. So that we lost 2% today doesn't mean that for the rest of the month we'll keep losing 2%. Then I don't think we are professionals. So yes, we do lose in Forex, we do gain, but we are not trading per day. We are trading for a month now. So that's talking as a Forex trader. But talking to you as the director of the company, I can guarantee and assure you that there are so many ways by which we have tried to secure people's investments. Okay, so many ways, which I will not be telling you. The only thing I can tell you is no matter what happens, your funds are not affected. They will never be affected. Now, I am not God, okay? And I cannot tell you that we are 100% perfect. Even the greatest, biggest banks in the world, many of them went bankrupt, okay? So I'm not saying that it can never be possible that a big problem will happen. It might be possible. You can enter problems economically as a company. You can, all that. I mean, if all that happens, the only thing I can guarantee you is that you will not be left out of any information. So if, for example, let me just say an example. If, for example, this month we are unable to meet our target in trading, okay, we looked at the security, we're able to cover it. the next month we are unable to meet it. We look at security, we are able to still cover it. The third month we are not meeting it, then we will be stupid to keep going. Then I think it's high time we inform the members of what is happening. Okay, so it's possible that maybe we take a decision and go like, okay, for the next 1 month we are not going to pay any return on investment, okay, so that we can recover. You can take decisions like that. You can go and get a loan as a company. We might get a bailout somewhere, somehow, to bail out people. We might reduce the interest rate. We might, all those things might happen. That's in extreme cases, but not now. Not when you are being careful. Not when you are being wise, okay, and being careful about the investments you are making. But in extreme cases, which honestly speaking, I would be lying if I tell you that they don't exist. They do exist. I've seen banks, big banks in Nigeria, okay, that went bankrupt. So who is M-Portal, you know? But not now, not like that. Not like, oh, we or like all these MMM schemes that use people's money to pay people and then, or they get stuck, you know, no, all that is impossible. So I understand what you're saying, that sometimes you might lose in Forex, but it depends on how you trade. A lot of people on this platform right now looking at me, they've attended my free Forex trading that I did during the COVID, and they can testify to it that the way I trade and the methods I use, it will be very difficult for you if you follow it, which we follow. It will be very, very, very difficult for you to lose like your capital trading with us. I don't think it's possible. Let me just put it that way. It's not possible. Okay. So I don't know if I answered your question, sir.
Yes, you do. Yes,
okay.
you do.
Right.
You did answer the question.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Femi.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Please, I want to ask about reinvesting.
Yeah.
For example, now maybe I've in the first place I've already invested 50,000,
Okay.
and I want to reinvest. Am I going to? Can I reinvest the same way I invested before? That's
okay. Like I said, if I get you right, you want to reinvest that money, okay, with your interest, right?
Yes, with my interest.
Okay, now it's automatic. Okay, that's why I encourage people to start small, invite your friends, build your wallet gradually. I mean, don't rush yourself, don't put pressure on yourself. I'm not saying if you have a million, if I have a million naira right now, I will invest it. I'm not going to be stupid, because 5% of that is a lot of money for me. Okay, now,
Yeah.
but it's automatic. Like we said, it's the system that calculates the return on investment, and it calculates it based on your balance, your e-wallet balance. So as long as you have not withdrawn, okay, that 50,000, well, if for example you put 50,000 right now, on the 7th of September, that 50,000 automatically, without you pressing any button or doing anything, the 50,000 will become how much? 52,500. Why? Because the 5% return on investment will be added to your e-wallet. So if you leave that 52,500 till the next month, okay, till October 7th, you don't touch it, you don't even go there, you even forgot you had a SideCash. October 7th, the system calculates the 5% again, now not of 50,000, but 52,500, and adds it to your wallet again. So that's why it's compounding. It keeps compounding there. Whether you touch it or not, every amount, okay, in your e-wallet receives the return on investment every 7th of the month. Nobody touches that. It's automatic. The system has been programmed that way. Okay.
Yes, sir. And what about, sir? What about if maybe I just to take money from my pocket to reinvest? Is it possible to invest the way I first invested in the first place, sir?
Yes, definitely. We don't call that to invest. We call it deposit. Okay.
Deposit, sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
to deposit, because the investment comes once in a month, and the system does that for you. On the 7th of every month, that's when the money in your e-wallet is invested. But
Okay.
to make deposit, you can do that anytime. My own brother, who is in the military in Nigeria, when he registered, you know what he said to me is like, he said, "Wow, this will be my my pig, what do you call it? This where you save money." He said, "Wow, this will be my pig hole. I mean, what do you call it? Colo? No, huh?
Bank.
Yeah, my piggy bank." He said, "This will be my piggy bank." He said, "Every little money I have now, 10,000, 20,000, that I'll just be dropping it there." I said, "That is the idea." Okay, so yes, you can do that. You don't need to wait, because a lot of people are too calculative. Okay, if the return on investment is calculated on the 7th, then I'll wait on the 5th. I'll wait on, what's all that? What's all? You are not serious. That's not being serious. Now, if you want to invest like 1 million, 2 million, yes, but you want to keep putting 10,000, 20,000, just, like throw aside, and you start calculating days, you are not really serious. So like you said, yes, you can decide like, oh, I have this 20 euros. I don't want it to waste. 20 euros, that's 10,000. Well, just transfer it to First Bank. You deposit it. On the 7th of the month, boom, you get your 5% return on investment. Okay, so you can keep depositing money anytime you want. But I will still encourage everyone, the secret to wealth, okay, is not in you trying hard. There is no amount of money you can deposit by yourself that will make you rich. Let me not lie to all of us. What will make you wealthy in life, and of course with SideCash, is the people that will be under you. Because apart from the fact that you get 1,000 naira from them when they register, for the rest of your life, you'll be getting 1% of their e-wallet. I mean, that's huge. 1% of whatever they have. So you can imagine, like Mr. Femi now, if you have just 100 people registered in your genealogy, maybe after 1 year, after 6 months, after 1 month, you have 100 people, and each of them is having 1,000,000 naira in their e-wallet, maybe over the time, or they invested. 100 people having a million naira, that means you get 1% from each of them every month for the rest of your life. 1% of 1 million is 10,000 naira. So get that from 100 people. That's 1 million naira coming to your account without you thinking, without you working, without you doing anything. So can you, as an individual, actually start investing 1 million every month? Maybe no. So you see, that's what I'm talking about when the power of networking is so great. So it's not about, oh, I don't want to stress myself to get people under me. No, I'm talking about you building your own future, building your own investment. And the power of wealth is in networking. Okay, so as much as it is good for us to put our own individual money, your personal money, it will be most profitable if you have people that join through you. So helping others actually is helping yourself. Somebody said it's the most selfish thing you can do in the world, helping other people, because the return always comes back to you, and that's what SideCash is doing. Okay, so I don't know if I answered your question right. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Mrs. Aneto Stella says she has a question. Can I have your question, please? It's already 10 o'clock, so we possibly might be rounding up soon. Is she there? Aneto Stella. She actually sent me a chat that she has a question.
Okay, sorry. Good evening. I just
Okay.
wanted to know, like, for you to get more money inside cash, like, is
Yeah.
it a must you have to refer people? But from what you just said now, I think you have answered the question. So
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a
that
must,
was what I wanted
but
to ask.
it's more advantageous. Well, you
You
came
hear
a
what I
bit
said?
late. What? Sorry. Come again, please. Hello?
I said, like, is it a must you have to refer people, like in cash? Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you.
Okay. I said, is it a must you have to refer people like in SideCash?
Okay, no, it is not a must. It is not a must. It's just of more advantage for you. Okay, it's just of more advantage. So it's not a must. And as a matter of fact, well, maybe I will not talk about that now. Maybe next week. We are actually working out something, okay, because we've been having these questions so much. I really don't know why people don't want to invite people. I'm not that kind of person. I mean, I'm a very social person. I understand that not everybody is like me, okay? And I'm never ashamed, okay, of what I'm doing. Well, if I see it's something good, something that can be profitable, I will invite you. Now, if it fails, if I fail, well, I'm sorry, but I thought it was good and I invited you. That's how I take life, okay? Life is a risk, and I will make you understand life is a risk. So I really don't fear inviting people, but at the same time, I found out that it actually helps me to grow my wealth, basically. So it's not a must that you must invite people, but it's very advantageous. So like I said, because a lot of people are coming up with these questions, we are thinking that we possibly might open like a free public Facebook page where people can just come in. We put the username and people can just register. Okay, so if people keep doing that, because we actually built the system in such a way that even if you don't invite people and the system, people just keeps registering through the username of the company, the computer, the system distributes the people under, the people that are already in there. So we are thinking we might do that, but that's not too good because it doesn't really encourage network building, and it doesn't really encourage people to control who comes under them. Okay, so we are still thinking about that, but we'll come up with something, because for us, it's about helping out people. It's about giving people an alternative source of income. That's what this SideCash is all about. To make people wealthy, well, maybe yes, but really it's about people having an extra source of income. So that's what the concept is all about. So if that is going to work, then we should have ways to encourage people to build their networks. Before we go, if there are no more questions, if you still have questions, I'll take one or two more. I want to encourage us with what somebody did that blew my mind. This person joined, I don't know, like how many days ago, few days ago. And you know that immediately she joined, she took permission from the company and she opened her own WhatsApp group. I mean, this is awesome. She opened her own WhatsApp group for SideCash, and she started inviting her friends to join the group. And you know, the wisest thing she did was to add me to that group. So the truth is, all the people on our group, they are so blessed and lucky because every question they have, I will be the one to answer it. So it's like they are hearing directly from the horse's mouth. So I was discussing with a couple of my directors today. I've not spoken to some of them yet. I was discussing with two of them today, and I was like, I think this is wise. Maybe we can encourage people to do the same. And as directors, we'll be willing to join any group. So you create your own WhatsApp group. Add one of us. We have about 5 directors and a manager in Nigeria. So about 6 of us. So you can add any of us. We'll get our phone numbers across to people. We don't hide around. Now, if you have one of the directors of the company in your group, then I think your people will be more assured that they are secured. So if anything is going to happen wrong, if anything is going to go wrong in the company, they will know firsthand. Okay, they will know firsthand and they can ask questions. And of course, it's way faster and easier because once somebody is joining in that group, once someone is making an investment, one of the directors is there. He just needs to log in his phone. Anywhere he is, in the toilet, anywhere, he just logs in his phone. Okay, someone in this group is adding, just accept the person, clears the problem, and the person is on. I mean, so it's beautiful. I mean, I want to give kudos to her for doing that. And I think the company might just be adopting that. So we might just be adopting that to promote people and encourage people, to build their networks. Once you build your genealogy tree, like I explained, to the 4th generation, you can rest your case. You are done. You are rich for the rest of your life. So you can take your time to do that. You don't have to rush. It depends on how hungry you are. Like me, I am very hungry. I want to build up that tree quick and know that I'm done. Start another tree. At least if I have about 5 accounts, one for each of my children, my wife and I, we are okay. Whatever is coming every month, we will be good. Okay, the future is bright. So That's the encouragement I want to give to every one of us. Okay. If there are no more questions, I think we've done so good today. So this is my own gift to us. Maybe you don't really know how to speak as I've spoken today. I'm not saying I'm a good speaker, but I think my mouth can run for 2 hours without stopping. So if you know you cannot do that and you really want to invite people, it's an advantage for them to come. I'm not going to dress up in suit and all that. I'm a common man like you are. I'm a very common man like you are. Okay, so I'm the executive director, chief executive director of the company. So, and I will be doing this every Sunday, okay, as long as I have the chance and the opportunity. So all you need to do is get the link, okay? Whatever link you clicked today is the same link I will use every Sunday. So I don't need to keep sending it to you. It's the same link. Just click on that link. You join me here, 9 p.m. every Sunday. That's Spanish time, Madrid time. It's 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 8 p.m. UK time. Join me. Invite your friends to come. And you do yourself a big harm if you don't pay up. Pay up, register. Maybe it's a scam. It's not a scam. This is me. I will not lie to you. I don't need these 5,000 naira, 1,000 naira that the company is making to survive. No. M-Portal is bigger than SideCash. We have so many other programs, so many other businesses. We have farms in TopSol. I have a school. A lot of people know I have a Spanish school. So we are only out to help people. Okay. So invite your friends, invite your family, let them hear out from the horse's mouth. Well, from the man's mouth. I'm not the horse. Let them hear out. Let me help you tell them what SideCash is all about, how they can join. Let them ask their questions directly from me. And I think it will help a lot of people. That's why I volunteer to do this. If you are a good speaker, you know how to convince people, start your own Zoom meeting. There is no big deal about SideCash. There is no product to sell, nothing. Just tell them what it's all about, what we invest into. If they are interested, let them go ahead, risk their 5,000 naira, let them join, and let them be happy for the rest of their lives. Do for yourself, do for your children, and that's it. Okay. So if there are no more questions, I want to say thank you very much for everyone that has come. And if I am the one that invited you, okay, the username to use to join is Sodia, SODIYA. I'm just going to type that, okay, because I'm not going to talk for 1 hour and not make money to my own pocket, no? So this is your username. So once you want to join, you can type Sodia, just put Sodia there. Instead of M-Portal, put Sodia, pay up your 5,000 naira, invite your friend next week, and let them hear from me. And the moment they join, your wallet starts fattening. And in a couple of years, you'll be very happy you did this. Okay? You'll be very happy you did this. You will still thank me you did this. All right? So thank you very much. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night rest and have a wonderful week ahead. And wish us God success, okay, as we trade also. And hopefully before the end of this week, you will receive messages from us, emails. We're also preparing lots of videos that will talk about SideCash, that would break down a lot of things with SideCash. So once those videos are ready, they will be in your accounts under tools. Tools, and you can use them. And under resources, you can use them to speak to your friends and invite them. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful night rest.